why did I get into the game? Why did I get into pickup, meeting women? It's an interesting question. Okay, well, I first got into the game because I wanted to get laid. Of course, that's why most guys get into this, right? I got into it because I wanted to get laid. There was some unconscious needs as well, like getting confident, etc. But I got into this game because I wanted to get laid. That was my first motivation. For those of you who may not know, I didn't read the game. I actually was doing it on the street before I'd been aware of pickup artistry. I'd heard about that after, but it definitely was a motivation hearing that other guys were doing it. I would say, yeah, the motivation was getting laid and getting a girlfriend. The funny thing is, I'm sure you've heard this from other coaches and guys that have gone through the journey, is when I got those things, I realised that's not actually what I wanted. Because when I got laid, I realised, it's never enough. The girl's never hot enough. You always want more. What I actually realised was, if you want to go really deep, I got into this because I wanted to get comfortable within myself, because I had a lot of social anxiety. That's why I've done a lot, the product, I've talked about it a lot in the videos. I know it annoys some people who just want to pick up stuff and get laid and all that stuff. So I wanted to overcome my social awkwardness, social anxiety, which I have done. It's been brilliant. And I also wanted to improve all areas of my life. But on a side note, pickup for me was escapism. I didn't want to look at the other problems. So I didn't have a job. I'm sure you guys know my story. If you haven't heard it, I was on benefits. I didn't have much direction. So picking up women was a good escapism from other areas of my life that wasn't going well. But lo and behold, once I got further into the journey, got laid more, got more results with women, got a lot more rejection, just got a lot more familiar with meeting women and also hanging out with Floyd, getting inspired by Floyd, getting inspired by other guys. I was just getting inspiration from everywhere. I realised that I wanted to become more of a wholesome person. And yeah, that's what I love about this. That's why I love about meeting women. Obviously, there's some things about pickup I don't like, which I've said in my videos, all of the fake stuff. But again, every bad road leads to a good road. What I love about it is that my motivations change every year. If you're asking me this year, it's definitely to grow my business, grow my audience, help as many guys as I can. And yeah, I want to get laid more as well. I'm having fun with that. I'm single at the moment. No qualms about that. I want to meet my perfect 10. I haven't met her yet. I'm going to keep going. But for me, the motivation was to improve myself. And I don't really know what to say other than that. And along the way, people have asked me, how did you keep going? What was your motivation? It must have been hard having no money. Starting a business for the first time, it was hard getting clients because no one knew who I was. There wasn't any real proof of my coaching. Things developed a little bit later for me. I just stuck in there. I was positive. I think getting the good reactions kept me going, and I think the rejections made me more determined to come back and figure out why some women were turning me down. And of course, the maturity. I think the maturity as a man getting older. I'm very different now at 31. To when I first started out at 22, I was very insecure at 22. I didn't know who I was. Of course, my friends around me were insecure as well. It's just that sort of, it's just part of growing up being a youngster. Now at the age I'm at now, I think different. I still like going out and meeting women and teaching how to do it. But I think what changed for me was the whole honesty aspect, being natural, being honest, getting rid of the lines and the routines and the blueprints. I've said it before, I'm getting bored of saying it, but that was, the motivation. And just becoming a lot more of a happier, better person and having a better relationship with women, to be honest, and just, and enjoying teaching. When I've been teaching for me, serving people, that's where I've got my joy from, because you get joy, obviously, for yourself first, you get validated. And I think you have to go through that. You have to go through that selfish stage. I think most people do. Then once you acquire it, you get it, you want to teach it, you want to share it, you get better at teaching. And you never stop improving. I can't get everyone I go for. On a good day, I may be able to. I can't get a top model every week. It just doesn't happen that way. But I get the women that I like and I enjoy it. And I think for me now, it's just questioning our existence on this earth. Why are we here? What are we here to do? We're trying to understand ourselves more. And the more you inquire to meeting women, the more you're unconsciously trying to get to know yourself, which you do. You get to know some of the parts of yourself that you really like. You also uncover the bits of you that you don't like. So as I've said before coming into this, I was bullied at school. I was quite aggressive, I was quite violent, because if you get bullied, obviously you're going to want to retaliate. And some of my good qualities, they're there to see on the camera. You guys see me going out doing this stuff, teaching. So I like pickup because it shows you where your faults are at and it shows you where your strengths are, and you can keep improving at them. I think my motivation was other guys doing it, knowing that there's other people doing it, and just keep going and going. And of course, I'm not going to deny it. You have to get a certain amount of success in your business life. And when I started to make more money teaching, and people started to be really happy with the service. Of course, I want to do more. That's why the money I make, I invest it back into my videos and my marketing, and I've got more plans to do more things. So that's how I got into the game. I got into the game because I wanted to get laid, shit with women, I was insecure, loads of social anxiety. I didn't believe it was possible for a guy like me. I thought I wasn't attractive. I thought it couldn't have been this easy, and I had to go through the pickup stuff to realise I was making it very easy when it's very simple. It's about going up to a woman, telling her what you like about her and projecting who you are as a person. And guys ask me questions like, how do you become more as attractive as a man? There's so many ways. You can improve your fashion. Just being ambitious, just being relentless. And I'm a relentless guy. I won't stop. I won't quit till I get there. And I fail all the time. And there's projects some of my projects have failed. Some of them have gone through really well. And I think I love that. I think I'm an adrenaline junkie. I'm a fear junkie. I'm socially a bit different. I know that. I'd have to be doing what I was doing. But I've realised I love that about myself. So that's what I've kind of learned from the whole journey, is we have to accept ourselves. But we're going to go around, we're going to beat ourselves up. We're going to be asking people's opinion about us. Do you think I'm good enough? You're unconsciously doing that when you're running up to women, but it's a good thing. And then what you discover is women are insecure as well. They're just like us. They just want to get through the world. They want to learn. So the positive things I've got out of it, I love women, amazing relationships with women. I've got laid a lot, and I'm not going to feel embarrassed about saying it. Before I was like, oh, should I say that? Will people think I'm arrogant? No, I'm not. I've worked hard for it. I've got laid with really hot women that I thought I'd never get. I've taught guys how to get laid. I love teaching. I'm a teacher, Some days, like any job, it gets tiring because you're dealing with different scenarios and problems, but I love it. It's what makes you human. To add to that, it taught me that not to objectify women and not to think, oh, she's a 10, she's a 9, or I need to manipulate her. For me, my truth is I don't need to do that, and I don't teach that. So there's so much you get out of it. And what it's taught me is, I still don't know anything. As soon as you think you've got this and you've got it down, you figure out, no, there's more to learn. As you said, you guys have asked me, you get good in the daytime, there's the nightclubs. You get good in the nightclubs, there's the high-end game. There's, buying champagnes on tables. That's not really the way I like to do things, but there's always more of a challenge. There's a threesome. You sleep with one girl, there's a threesome. One girl, you can get a better girl. You can do it faster. You can do it with more honesty. When I say do it fast, I mean being more congruent, just being honest. You can have relationships. You just meet different types of women. You meet crazy women. You meet honest women. You meet dishonest women. I've met gold diggers. I've met amazing. It's just, I don't know, what can I say? That's why I got into it. Why am I still here? I want to grow my business. I want to do amazing things. I want to be an inspiration. I might fail. Okay, I don't really care. I'm going to give it my best shot. I've been successful thus far. I want to do really big things. And I want to help you guys. And that's what I'm doing. And I love it. And I just want to keep accepting myself. So I'm going to keep running up to women and that's happened, and that might never happen. So there's still bits of me that are a little bit insecure, but it's a healthy insecurity. It's not like before where I think I'm ugly or I think people are judging me, or I'm very confident in myself. What can I say? I've worked really hard. You guys can do the same. I'm the proof, from a council estate, from a place of, getting laid from the age of 21, being a virgin at 21, starting late in life, but making up for it. So enjoy the process, and I hope that helps and inspires you. Bye.